Welcome back to a video. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the A10 Warthog. I know. So here's the A10, otherwise known as the plane with the big gun, because that's pretty much all it's known for, but it is one of the US's main attack aircraft. I think its contract was recently extended with the US Air Force, after they realized that there wasn't a great replacement for it. It's also known as the Iron Tub, because, well, when you're sitting in the cockpit, you're pretty much sitting in, oh, I think I meant to say lead tub, but because you're pretty much sitting in a reinforced tub. Like, it's reinforced. This glass here is reinforced, so it's nice. So, here we have the A10. So, everything here in real life, GUB, stands for Guided Bomb Unit, but sadly they removed the functionality of that from the game, sadly. But just to show you that it sadly doesn't work like normal, I'll just put on two 500s. Remember to balance it out. You could get an advanced targeting pod. So basically, targeting pods, like in real life, they allow you to lock on your cameras. Basically, targeting pods in Neo work like in real life. They allow you to target the ground and stabilize the image on a specific target. In real life, they would allow FLIR and stuff like that. But sadly, I don't think that's a functionality in Neo. So here you see all these GUB. Sadly, they don't actually work unless it says steerable, like this one. And this combined effects munition is insane. I'll show you that later. Like all these GUBs, those are guided bomb units. And then the joint direct unit is also a GUB. So same with all these. And if you see paveway, that's also a GUB. But actually, these are interesting because not the paveway. So see, if you see the joint direct munitions, those are JDAMs. So those turn the bombs from normal dumb bombs into smart bombs, like they'll target using a laser, which would normally come from the targeting pod in real life. But basically, they don't do that in the game. So the only thing that I could find, at least, through these like few checkpoints that targets, would be the combined effects munition, which is insane. It basically is a cluster bomb in this game, and it just breaks apart and scatters everywhere. So that's kind of insane. So basically, here is, and then, if you're wondering if to go with Hydra, rocket pods, or Akapuas, the Akapuas are targeting and the Hydras aren't. So I don't think I really need to show you the untargeting Hydra, but yeah. They target, basically. So, and then if you're looking at, like, things, so Akapuas I would recommend because they're targeting, and they're the same weight. So I'm just going to use Akapua. I don't know. See, so these BRU, triple ejector racks, those are things like for extra bombs. And remember, you can't steer any of these unless it says steerable. This is napalm. But sadly, napalm does not actually do fire damage. And remember, you can control the steerable bombs with the arrow keys and hit 4 to follow them with your camera. So here we got this. And there's more here. I think I missed the Mavericks. But you can get Mavericks on the edge. So basically, you can have things like this, like the Occupa. Sidewinders are for air, which I'll show you that. And then for the Maverick, it's actually just anti-ground. It used to be, if I'm not mistaken, you had to steer it with your mouse. But the issue with that is, well, like, it also steered your airplane, which is really sad. So I have one of my friends in a ground target, possibly Ryan here, link will be in the description, on the ground. And I'm going to go and demonstrate most of the weapon systems on the A10 here. So basically, it does not have an afterburner, which you could use by hitting semicolon, but it doesn't have this thing. Hit W to accelerate, remember G is to pull up the landing gear. 0 is to go into combat mode, which basically allows you to be shot down. So if you see his radar card here, you have to have lock on for most things, like the Maverick, the Sidewinder, I'll show you later, and I think the Octopus, those also are on target instead. So the main feature of an A10, in probably the reason most of you know about it, is the main gun. You fire that with B. And so basically, it's a giant, I think it's now a 30mm autocannon. Otherwise known can. It's not really the most powerful in Neo, but here it goes. Nice fact, if you hit 5, it has a full main. But yeah, so that's right, will be our target today. So if you see their radar, this thing has a pretty decent radar. You can click on them, and then click, not invite the group, but set as target. So, as you see, I lost radar coverage. So it doesn't have the greatest omnidirectional radar, but I'm pretty sure if you have forward, it has better forward. So, as you see, you do select this target. So that allows things to target on. You can click down all over here to select, like, deselect weapons. So when it turns white, it's done unselected, so you won't fire that. So I want to turn that off and turn off the map, because that will be an instant kill. See, so I have the combined direct weapons and stuff like that. So if I hit 6, it brings up a bomb target, and to bomb, you hit B. So I want to show you the GUB 1,000-pound joint direct weapon. So if you heard me earlier, you steer with arrow keys. Hit 4 to follow the munition. I am pressing the arrow keys. It is not following my arrow keys. It is just following the trajectory. So in this game, it's a dumb bomb. But here's the fun thing. If I go to the combined effects munition, it's pretty much a cluster bomb. And it also has GUB for some reason, even though it's not really effective because you can only control one thing. So if I bomb with that, follow with 4, you will see it breaks up. But it is following the movement of my arrow keys very slightly. That doesn't matter because it's a literal cylinder. As you see, it's a cluster bomb and it's not the most effective, but it at least does it. So you fire with B and the minigun goes off. You fire missiles with X, and there I go, just firing one aqua, and you'll actually see that it's glitched. Apparently. But yeah, so there's that. So I'm actually going to go on for a run against my friend here. So Mavericks work the same way as any other missile would, just they target ground. And so here's my friend here. Now, if I were to fire off a Maverick here, and then follow it, you would see that its drop is pretty substantial. It's not, Aqua. Its drop is too great, so you have to be quite close for Aqua. But the Mavericks, on the other hand, are more long range. So if I fire a Maverick, it most likely will hit him. So I want to test the main gun first on my friend here. So you gotta get up nice and later. And I'm not the best at targeting, but see, it barely did any damage. I'm pretty sure I hit. So let me go in for a second run here. I'm going to go in with the combined joint munition, and just to see how well that works. It's pretty inaccurate, because I mean it's a cluster bomb, but here we go. This thing flies like a let me go up here. Just look at that cannon. They could have made the noise a little louder, but oh my god, look at them. How high up are we in like the actual Roblox game? Because it's definitely causing an effect on the models. Okay. Here we go. So if I drop the remaining of my GUVs, I should be able to. Okay, so apparently it's not supposed to be. If you want to use the targeting unit I was talking about, you can use the button called toggle camera at the bottom and use mouse keys to target. So, if I want to do that and then use the brackets to zoom, you can zoom in pretty far, actually. Yeah, sorry about that. And my plane is going insane. What's happening? Why? Or at least my plane is just going insane. But you just turn around if you want and then use the keys to zoom in. And then click the button called lock to lock onto the ground. And it should be stable. So if you want to get some cool shots with that, you can probably. But yeah. So that's the targeting pod. Now to go in for the final blow. Okay, I would recommend like going into course view and then locking it that way, and then zooming onto your target. That. So yeah, as you see, it's T90, I think. So there we go. That's that. Now I'm gonna go come back around and see you when I reach there. And now that I'm back, I'm gonna just come around, lock onto his radar, and deliver the killing blow and explain where to find the A10 in the open. And remember, don't stall, kids. That's how you die. Okay, select him as target and fire it. I'm gonna make a remake of this video probably in a year. Who knows? I might even forget. And he's dead. As you see, when you crash, you will actually go out into a little parachute here. The planes shoot an RPG. He does tend to glitch out. The manpad here is a tracking missile like any other, and you understand how that works. Thank you for watching this section of the video. Now, to find it in the menu, you go to Selection, Aircraft, Attack, United States, and scroll a little bit down, and there's the A10. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day, and remember, kids, don't stall. It's how you die.